Hi everyone, I wanted to make a mini class virtual because I haven't been able to host any classes and I really miss you guys. And so what better way than a little mini stocking for your tree. This is going to be beginner level. It's really easy. All you're going to need is 2 pieces of felt, whichever colors you want. I chose red and white because that's pretty standard. You'll either draw your own pattern or print my pattern. You're gonna need a piece of embroidery floss. If you don't have embroidery floss, regular thread will do. And a sewing needle, pins, scissors, and a pencil if you want to draw your pattern yourself. Great. So to get started, you will have cut out your pattern or drawn a pattern. And for me, I drew a little stocking and I'm going to link to that. Then you're going to take your main felt, fold it over so you are pinning the pattern to 2 pieces of felt. And when we pin, we want to make sure that our pins are inside the pattern and not sticking out. And I'm going to pin my white felt to the top of the stocking to the white felt. And again, I'm pinning it to 2 pieces of felt. And my pins are not sticking out. I'm going to take my felt and my fabric scissors and I'm going to just cut along the outside of my pattern. You can do it like rough at first and then go back in. It's kind of what I'm doing here. I like to cut it off and work with a smaller piece. So now I'll get more detailed. Then I'm going to cut the white piece out. Okay. Now I'm going to unpin my 2 pattern pieces. And now I have this little, can you see it? A little stocking. You could also make this as a little pin. And I'm going to start by stitching the white part on. So what you want to do is you want to take your 2 stockings and have them face you in opposite directions. So my boots are facing opposite. And then I'm going to pin the white pieces on the top part where they match. And then you're going to take your sewing needle, make sure you have that on hand, and you're going to cut yourself a piece of embroidery floss. So when I measure my embroidery floss or regular thread for hand sewing, I like to extend my arm out and do it from my hand to my opposite shoulder. This way it's long enough that I don't have to rethread it every 2 seconds, but it's also not too long that it gets tangled. When using embroidery floss, I like to separate the strands. This is a 6-strand floss, so I'm separating it to 3 and 3. You might need someone to help you untwist it as you go. I like to take the piece that I'm not using and lay it flat somewhere so I can use it when I need it. And then lick the end, pinch it together, and thread your needle. Match your 2 ends of your thread. Tie a knot. And now I have this. I'm going to start on the back side. So as you can see, I'm starting on the back side. So now I'm going to just do a running stitch to attach this. When I get to the end, it doesn't have to be perfect either. I'm going to go to the back and tie a knot. So I go through the last stitch, And before I pull it all the way through this loop that it creates, I'm going to put the needle through there, and you can do that 3 times. And cut the thread. Tie a new knot. And attach the other white piece of felt. And I can cut off the excess thread from that. The reason why we start on the back is so that you don't see your knot on the front. It's not very nice. It doesn't matter if it is on the front. It will just look more, I mean, it's gonna look handmade either way, but this way it will just look just a little bit neater if you put it on the back. But as long as there's a knot, it won't fall apart, so it doesn't really matter what side it's on. Okay, so I finished that one, and I'm going to tie a knot again on the back. Now, I'm going to put my 2 stockings together, and I can pin it for sewing. It's pinned for sewing. I'm actually going to stitch it from here all around to here, but not stitch the top closed. So it's actually a functional little stocking. Tie my knot at the end, matching the 2 pieces. And here I can start on the back side, or the inside actually, not the back side. Tuck all this together. And I'm going to do a whip stitch. So I'm just gonna come around. Oh, come on. Sometimes when it's really thick, it's hard to get through all the layers. Take this. When you get to the end, I like to do an extra little stitch to make sure it stays nice and tight at the corner. And now we're going to knot, same way we did in the other one. That's 2, and here's my 3rd. So now what you're going to do, you've just finished sewing, and we need to tie the string on. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a string about, I guess the length of your forearm, it's about 10 inches, maybe even a foot. And you're going to thread your needle. And this time it doesn't have to be even, it doesn't have to be, it's not knotted. And we're gonna go on this corner, so the longer corner, and we're gonna catch it underneath a stitch. You're gonna pull it through, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to remove the needle. I'm gonna take the 2 ends of the string, and I'm gonna tie a knot as long as I want this. So this is how long my string is, but I think I want my knot about here. You can eyeball this, and then you're going to tie your knot and cut off the excess, leaving about a 1/2 inch above the knot. Oh, leaving about a 1/2 inch above the knot. So now I have this little ornament, and it's oh so cute. Thank you so much for joining me today when we made this little Christmas ornament. You can do anything really, just like this. You could do a star, an owl, a polar bear, whatever you really want to do. I would say start with this stocking. It's going to be the easiest shape, or a star, and go on from there. I hope to see you guys in person soon.